planning to kind of circle back to this idea, but this was the first ever Wildsville Drain Brew we did, the first ever deck with Beseech the Mirror, trying to use this card to sack a Borderpost and cast Restore Balance. The Steve's been playing around with this card a bunch too, more so in like the more traditional shell with the Cascade cards. But I do think Restore Balance is a relatively pretty well-positioned card. It's pretty good against Titan. I think it's pretty good against Yawgmoth, pretty good against Rhinos. But you do have to fight through their permission. And so I am pretty interested in playing not the Cascade package, kind of using like Profane Tutor, Beseech the Mirror, As Foretold over like the Cascade cards, so that you get access to the discard spells. Discard spells slow the game down a lot, and also like take away your opponent's answers for your Restore Balance plan. I think that these are like super nice to get to play in a deck like this. I've also been... This is a card I wasn't playing last time, is good old Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi's... When I was playtesting last night, was super duper sick. One thing I didn't realize about As Foretold is that if you plus a Teferi, you can cast a 0-drop on your opponent's turn with As Foretold, which came up a lot to like Draw Step, Instant Speed, Restore Balance, or Beseech for Balance, or Profane Tutor. Ended up being really relevant. I think Karn still makes the most sense as a win con, just because like you don't want to be playing creatures, you want to be playing planeswalkers as your win condition. I know Nassif was playing like Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think you probably just want to play Karn in these decks. But that's the deck. It was going pretty well in playtesting too. I was a little bit surprised in how smooth it was. I think last time I was trying to Urza Saga for Zuran Orb. Okay, I would love to be able to play in this matchup. Is there image card? I'm working on the PowerPoint video. My number one card from the new set is the Insidious Roots card, though. That card is crazy. Packrat Deathrite Sinks his Rev. I don't know. I feel like there's like in the context of Modern, but maybe there wasn't. Deathrite for sure. Yeah, I think we're just gonna be a turn too slow here, right? Should I hold the Lotus Bloom here for As Foretold? Probably not. Yeah, the Balustrade Spy stuff, maybe. No, Verdict is super fine design, I think. But yeah, I guess there's not. Yeah, maybe Balustrade Spy, Undercity Informer, but those cards also just like... I guess they're good in Legacy for a long time. A little late on the blue Borderpost, huh? Oh, Ethereal Armor is a messed up card for sure. I'm gonna cast a Wurmcoil Engine opponent. This Shred Block was probably the best Modern period. I don't know, it's always tough to look back like 10 years ago and feel like that was the best time ever, because, I don't know, the nostalgia glasses are like just so... They're so mesmerizing, they're so blinding. So I'm gonna wait for my Lotus Bloom to pop the O-Stone. Well done. Yeah, we brewed with Upheaval some. It is pretty mid. Mid minus. We have another Lotus Bloom coming down next turn. So I feel like I just want to have a Restore Balance in hand for these As Foretold. That's kind of like my biggest priority. Yeah, if I grab a Tidebinder here, that would have been really sick. Kind of got punished for drawing the Borderpost last turn. Maybe I shouldn't have played it. Maybe I could have seen this coming. Could have also maybe not played this land with the intention to get them down to 2 lands only. Oh, okay, that works. It's kind of funny into the Restore Balance, because they're going to kill my Swamp. Oh, never mind. Insane draw. Kind of like the worst Sundering Tide I've ever seen. I don't know. Among the worst. Discard's Platinum Empyrean. What are they doing over there? Just board Tron player. Don't think I'm going to Kaheera in hand yet. The ring is like pretty hard to beat once it comes down, but I think I probably don't need to be so worried about that at the moment. Them on just one land, just take the 1 minute, 2 minute cantrip. 1 minute cantrip. Ticket up the As Foretold. Finds a second land. You can have that, I guess. You can have that one. You can have it. Wait, they didn't correct their sphere? Why did they not do that? That card costs 3, right? Cast with As Foretold with Bargain. No, I probably should have been able to sniff out the Wurmcoil. Damn. Well, yeah, should have been able to sniff it out, I think. Let me not play my land here. Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't see it. Their hand is One Ring, Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter, 3 mana, 1/2. They One Ring me here. We could lose for sure. I guess I should have taken the Battlethopter. I don't know. I want to see them cast that card. It's a new card in hand. Nothing too relevant. 2 mystery ones over there. Opponent, maybe something else to do here. Nope. Come on. Come on. Opponent, what is happening? You didn't Force of Vigor game 1 plus green card, did you? No, it's shot. I'm starting to believe it. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. Okay. I can see it. You know, sometimes you can see in the future a little bit when you play Magic. At least I can. What's the win here card? Opponent's Clock. Yeah, that's the only win con, Opponent's Clock. Dude, I actually could get away with that. I could definitely get away with no win con, just opponent timing out if I played a deck like this. We have Karn. Karn make you some 3/3s. Wurmcoil Engine, Kaheera. I had a Godpharaoh statue at one point to like have a win con through bridge. I decided I didn't really feel like we needed it. You'd hate it so much. Well, maybe. Except for no standard deck with every now card as a Wrath. I did not see that, no. I was like, what are they casting here? I totally forgot that this was over there. It's okay, we have an answer. What a game. Remember when they cast that Sundering Titan? Remember they got a crazy 3-for-1 off their O-Stone? Yeah, me neither. Just run it back, I think. Dude, they just ran it back too! They just ran it back too. Esther came in and she's like, mute the mic. And then she goes, are you partial to this playmat? Athena shit on it. Which is weird. She doesn't usually poop in the house. She's been having some anxiety problems.
Last night, I saw like three piss puddles. Like 2 were dry.
Oh, maybe take her to the vet or something.
I don't know.
She's been having like weird anxiety problems. Even took her outside last night. I don't know. It was very funny though. Mute the mic. Athena, are you partial to this playmat? Athena shit on it. Yeah, playmat giveaway for chatters. Playmat giveaway time. There's a Arcbound Ravager from like one of the Dallas GPs. I probably have 2 of those anyways. We'll never use it ever, you know what I mean? Could have a border posted this turn to restore balance a little bit more effectively next turn. I was a little bit worried about Force of Vigor though. Gonna get Urza's Battlethoptered. So they probably have 8 drops in their hand. We saw a bunch of 8 drops game 1. Yeah, I can restore balance as like Stone Rain, discard a card, the next turn Profane Tutor for another one, and then pick up a land and kill 2 lands. My opponent floats 7 mana. Gonna get Urza's Battlethoptered maybe. They didn't do anything with their mana last turn, but they're next playing a bunch of weird ones, so kind of hoping something cool happens here. They discard a Sanctum of Ugin. Yeah, they can go Battlethopter plus Ring. Oh, that would be so sick. That would be so sick. But they might want to crack the map instead of cast their Ring. Something like that. Dude, they did Battlethopter plus a Ring. Updated State of Modern. Beautiful. So we have Profane Tutor coming down next turn. I think we can bounce Ring and restore balance. Restore balance first, right? So if I play the other border post, okay, I'm taking 2. Yeah, so I go put border post into play, restore balance, then Teferi bounce the Ring. Yeah, I think this was a design mistake, probably. Just in case they sack all their lands in response. Getting our werewolf. They don't have 2 mana. Oh, they do have 2. Obviously have 2 mana. Duh. Yeah, okay. We can get Warping Wailed. So I could have played the Teferi first, but I mean, getting that extra land is just so important here, so they can't Tron me next turn is probably better. Oh, I thought they only had 1 mana. Yeah, super upgraded Shimmer Mirror. Cool. We can even go Karn plus Coating next turn. Ooh. Well, I guess we can't really use that Beseech too well. We'll just go for the orb here. Okay, we're coating. Here, restore balance stack. Or pretty well. Well enough. Yeah, I could play a Wish Call Talisman for Karn. That could be kind of important to like be able to balance off Karn too. Yeah, not sure if I'm going to Borderpost or Suspend next turn. It kind of depends on like what my opponent does and I draw. Basic Mountain. Suspend Riftbolt. Okay. Well, this kind of makes it easy. Wurmcoil Engine. Got Chalice. Got some stuff. Got Zuran Orb. Yeah, I know we're not mulliganing that much because our deck is so consistent, but if we were mulliganing, I think we mulligan pretty well. Okay, very happy they didn't play the enchantment. Why can't I think of the name of it? I know what it does. Is the blue-black Borderpost the best one? Yeah, there's no white-black one. Only the ally border ones exist. Flame Rift? No, that's not it. Rolling Vortex, thank you. So they'll probably cast a burn spell here, then sack a land, discard a card. Guess it's not that crazy good. But the next turn we get to go like Karn for Zuran Orb and Profane Tutor for another Restore Balance. They have 2 bolts, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, dude, Rolling Vortex is going to be so hard to beat. The card is insane against us. Eidolon, huh? I mean, I think I... get the orb. Get Restore Balance down to 10. Play the orb down to 8. Sack both now to play around Skullcrack. Avison with the 17 months. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Would love if they attacked Karn. Yeah, we saw the Suspend Rules update. I think I guess it's Doctor Who related, but maybe it's also MH3 related. Oh, there's just Suspend cards in the commander set for the murders. Wait, they're gonna put Karn to 1 instead of killing it, finishing it off? Okay, so I'm down to 8. I'm gonna go down to 6 when I cast Restore Balance. So I'm gonna go ahead and suspend Profane Tutor, suspend Lotus Bloom, so that I can get all of the cards out of their hand. So they have no cards in hand, no board state. I'm at 8. Spike, what win condition? What is it? What is the win condition? Okay, I'm gonna go pushes and over seizes, I guess. Although the seizes hitting the vortex. Although they're playing Eidolon over vortex. Okay, so pushes. Easy? Or do we maybe go down on Teferi? Go down 1. Wait, 2 Thoughtseize. Yeah, so when your suspend spell comes down, you don't have to cast it, which is occasionally relevant, most relevant with like suspending Living End. Suspending Restore Balance. that got buffed midstream. Isn't Teferi pretty good against Riftbolt? I mean, not really, right? Like, Teferi's a 3-mana spell, Riftbolt's a 1-mana suspend spell. On the draw, it's just not very likely you can catch it with the Teferi. I would say Teferi's not really bad against it, you know. What makes Rolling Vortex worse against Suspend? Right, Rolling Vortex is another relevant thing. Why even make the change? Yeah, I saw like a commander card and I kind of like mentally checked out. But it's probably something to do with that. Borderposts are so cool. Someone suggested a Keenan Borderpost deck. Borderpost plus Paradoxical Engine. Just seems so cool. Karn on top. Bolt speed down to 8. Bolt speed down to 5. This comes down next turn. So, yeah, this is just second land, second creature. They would have to have, as their 3 cards, land, 1 mana burn spell, 1 mana burn spell. Oh, I have to discard a card. So I'm going to go next turn Karn for Zuran Orb, probably. Off my Lotus. So I guess I discard the Beseech. For some reason I thought we had equal cards in hand. Main phase, sack the Canyon. Interesting. What does that say about their hand? I don't really understand. It's just all other lands. Okay, so I'll just get Restore Balance and then do the thing. I'll play on Skullcrack again. Seemed like that was right last time. Probably right this time. Yeah, I guess they're just super flooded. We'll find out in a second, unless they concede to the Restore Balance. Zuran Orb is so sick. Okay, yeah, they had 2 lands. Yeah, 2 lands in hand. Wow, crazy. Okay, GG to you. Go Kaheera. Go Borderpost. Go. Damn, they do everything. They're winning conditions. Yeah, great reprint for sure. Okay, 2-0-4-0. I like how they had no permanents in their hand. Yeah, me too. I also like that. Yeah, card basically Oko. Can brew an unwinding clock deck with border posts. Dude, yeah, border post Paradoxical Engine sounds sick. Nobody plays Force of Vigor. So I'll just sticky note it. I sticky noted something the other day on stream and I couldn't find it. I think I messed up something. Oh, my opponent's playing the deck we played. It's great. Although, there's something about this deck. I feel like Pascal Maynard played it too. He said he picked it up for a league, and he had a point that it like looked better than it played, and I agreed. And he felt like it had like a lack of finishers, haymakers. can't remember which buzzword he used, but might be true. Obviously no Archon, right? I think upcoming sets stand out. Yeah, I have a 30 slide PowerPoint talking about the new set I've made. I'm gonna go over the cards one more time and then record tomorrow after tomorrow's stream. Maybe finish up recording Sunday, and then play. I need to prep for the D&D session I'm DMing on Sunday, and also play in the limited super qualifier. But can probably do 3 things in a day, 4 things in a day. So I don't really care about Shadow Prophecy. Let me just resolve the As Foretold. I mean, Restore Balance is nice here, but we can go Thoughtseize plus. We could get Grieved. We could get Binding. This is sack a land, discard 3 cards. Okay, I'll take the 4 for 1. Any chance there's a slide on cards they'll see play for sure in Denver? I mean, I can touch on it. At the very least, like, these are loosely ordered in how good I think the cards are, but I think Insidious Roots is very strong, but trying to have an Insidious Roots brew ready to go, like, you better have a good test of, like, a good group of friends to test with, because, like, that card will probably take 2 weeks to hammer out, but you do have 2 weeks if you can test with some gamers, some friends. They also shouldn't be able to Binding here, because I built their deck. Seems like they're maybe trying to. Maybe they're going to try, like, Solitude Ephemerate or something. This deck is kind of crazy, because all these cards have been legal for years. Not Beseech. Beseech is, like, the kind of the glue. Is Insidious good enough for Yogg, or just a win more card? I mean, it has a lot of synergy with Yogg. It's very good with, like, the Undying. It's very good with the Cauldron. I think Insidious Roots is going to be a better card with Cookbook Daredevil than it is with Yogg, but there's a chance you can, like, build the deck in a way that it's better in Yogg than it currently is, if that makes sense. Kind of weak to Persist, I guess, on the Troll. Can't even jump block with Kaheera. So they're binding the As Foretold now. They drew 2 bindings? Oh, they already had 2. For some reason, I thought they only had 1 in their hand. We're both top decking. I'm not sure who's. We're probably top decking a bit better because they have so many 3s. They have Mole Drifter and Shadow Prophecy. Their best top deck is Persist. They only got 4 of those. Although now that they've drawn land number 4, their top decks are a lot better. And no As Foretold in play does make my top decks worse, like my Profane Tutors and stuff are a good bit worse. Go ahead, I just fetched it in a little bit. Be very cool to trophy with this deck. Think about Leyline and Mono Green Devotion Shell. Maybe Scapeshift Titan Velica. I don't think you really want to be a Scapeshift deck with that card, but maybe you could be. I think you mostly want to be like a Devotion deck, yeah. Devotion or Scion deck. Could bounce the Bowmaster. I could also bounce Binding and try to... If I draw Thoughtseize, Profane Tutor, or Restore Balance, I get rewarded for bouncing the Binding. Oh, no, because they're gonna... Never mind, they're going to kill my Teferi. They're going to kill my Teferi, and then... And then they can just replay the Binding immediately, so just do this, I guess. Yeah, just bounce the token. Don't think there's a better target. They can't grief my Kaheera, so I'll just Kaheera in hand now. Kaheera, the Stabilizer. I'm down to 10, 1 card in their hand. I'm untapping. Woohoo, another Borderpost. So much mana. But Treacherous Greed and Orzhov Scan, pitches both Grief and Solitude. I thought about it a little bit. I think it'll just not see any play, but I did consider putting on the PowerPoint talking about exactly that implication. Maybe it plays a little bit better than it reads, but I kind of don't expect it to. You know what I mean? Good top deck for them. Maybe we'll draw a Karn or a Beseech. Take a Profane Tutor too. One card in there, or two cards in their hand. 1 mana up. Maybe one of their cards is Ephemerate if they're thinking about attacking here. So I think I'm kind of down if they Ephemerate their Bowmaster. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be. Ephemerate can go worse for me if they draw Muldrifter. Just kind of down to trade the Kaheera for the Ephemerate, you know? I have to draw something anyways. That's something. I have 8 mana. Probably not getting a 1-ring. Could get Ensnaring Bridge. They have only 2 more bindings as outs to that card. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge seems okay. No, I think they have a bit too much X-Spell based removal for me to necessarily want the Wurmcoil here. Yeah, I also can't cast the Wurmcoil this turn. Yeah, I'm not playing Torpor Orb. I almost played Torpor Orb. Okay, if they have another Bowmaster, another Ephemerate as their last card, I guess they can kill my Karn, but that wouldn't be so bad. I will animate a Borderpost so that if they do draw a binding, I can at least block. Knowledge Pool plus Teferi means that your opponent cannot resolve any spells. It's a lock. And we do have 9 mana, which is exactly enough if we draw Teferi Knowledge Pool. So they did top deck the binding, unfortunately. Although our next card can get the bridge back, I guess. They have to send everything if they want to kill the Karn. I think I'm going to just take the trade. This makes my top decks a lot better. Restore Balance and Profane Tutor are now good draws. They're top decking also. Now with Odawar, that lock is worse. Yeah, for sure. But I think if we're playing Karn and Teferi in this kind of deck, you want to play it. Super surprised they didn't cycle this. Maybe they have Muldrifter. I feel like they should evoke Muldrifter. Maybe they have Solitude. Maybe they have Shadow Prophecy. I have a Borderpost. No Shadow Prophecy. I kind of think it must be Solitude. I'm down to 6. If they have Solitude, I'm not just dead to this next attack. They play Marsh Flats. A lot of good top decks. And a lot of bad ones. See if they cast Solitude or not. So if I minus on Solitude, I'm dead. If I minus on a Bowmaster, I'm dead. So let's plus. Karn, Beseech, Profane Tutor, Restore Balance. All stabilizing top decks. Could die to another Bowmaster, I guess. Minus on Bridge, high roll balance. I mean, I just feel like it's so much better to try to do that next turn, right? Oh, I guess I could also draw Inquisition. Or I could draw Thoughtseize too. Yeah, maybe it was better. But also, do I have same number of outs? Yeah, maybe that was better. Did you play as a Clan Crash maybe 13 seconds ago? No, I was asleep. Yeah, so I guess this is a discard spell. Cool. Okay, cast with As Foretold, and then we're gonna draw step. I guess we could take Restore Balance and just cast that on their turn instead of Beseech. Yeah. So you lose your board, you go down to 4 lands, which turns off some of your top decks, and you lose your hand. Whew! Vengeful Defined at 1? Yeah, kind of scary to be at 1 against the Orcish Bowmaster deck, for sure. Just gonna save that so I can get another card off this. Karn for Knowledge Pool is going to be our lock here. They did draw a spell. That spell is hopefully not Bowmaster, Muldrifter, okay. Draws 2. Digging for... they can also persist their Bowmaster, so we don't have that much time. Draw my card... So I think I can do it, right? So because I can cast the Lotus Bloom, or I guess I can cast the Beseech. That's more mana. Okay, so Karn, Knowledge Pool for... Yeah, we have exactly enough. Right, cool. Cast with Bargain with As Foretold. Karn the Great Creator. Cast the Karn. I guess I should have cast Teferi first. I'm just gonna grab Knowledge Pool to play around Leyland, I guess. Hope I didn't miscount. Certainly have miscounted a couple times on this stream. Okay, so now they cannot resolve any more spells. I built their deck. No, I did not put Ode of War in it, thankfully. So now I can just start plussing on the Knowledge Pool, kill them in 3 turns. Beseech your card, get Zorb. This is better. When it asks me if it's GG, yes, they cannot resolve spells. No Teferi activation. Yeah, I didn't, chat. I did not activate Teferi because it's a waste of time to do so. I'm just gonna plus on the Knowledge Pool, kill them in 3 turns. There's no point. I saved all of you guys like a second. It's like 1,200 seconds. You're welcome. How does Knowledge Pool lock the game? So, okay, so we'll read Knowledge Pool. I'm sure not everybody knows this card, huh? So, when Knowledge Pool enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top 3 cards of the library. Those go underneath the Knowledge Pool. Then, whenever player casts a spell from their hand, they exile it underneath the Knowledge Pool and pick a different spell that is underneath the Knowledge Pool to cast instead of the spell they cast in their hand. So you both share this card, and you're both like kind of taking the cards from exile, casting those instead of the cards from your hand, putting the cards you cast underneath the Knowledge Pool. But with Teferi, none of these cards that your opponent is casting are able to resolve because Teferi ravels all the fun. Knowledge Pool is fun. Teferi ravels it. And at no point in the rest of the game will they be able to resolve a spell. Kind of like Mike and Sith Lattice. It's something they don't resolve, they can't even put on the stack. Well, they can put the spell from their hand on the stack, and then they can't put the spell from Knowledge Pool on the stack. Can they still evoke Muldrifters? Invoking Muldrifter is casting. You cast it. Yeah, there are cards that beat it. Beseech, Shattering Spree, Ode of War. Not quite as good as Mike and Sith Lattice. Okay. Was I playing Teferi in the sideboard of that deck? I think I was playing, like, some. Let me check. Oh, it's played none. Awesome. They do have Lauren, Dovin's Veto, 1 Chalice. They draw that. They have a couple Tidebinders too. They probably brought in. Thoughtseize are so good in this deck. Just gonna take their 1 castables. I mean, they could cast Bowmasters, I guess. Okay, if they Tidebinder, one of my 2 Lotus Blooms, probably. Well, they get to... Them chopsticking land to cast Shadow Prophecy is a really big deal. Yeah, Pool is not 1 less mana than Lattice, but yeah, Lattice is banned. Been banned for a long time. Awesome 5, welcome to the stream. Can't believe you built a deck bad against Beseech Balance as bait for viewers again. Gotta keep the content machine coming somehow during the lull before a new set. Come on! Come on. I guess we're going to game 3. Coming on to game 3. I was generous. I gave them 1 Chalice. Lattice is not near a hard luck. It's harder because they can't channel Beseech you. They can't. The only thing you can do against Lattice is Force of Vigor, right? Maybe there's like an or you can have a creature in play to kill the Karn. Oh, there's no green cards, right? So obvious. I like that I can Teferi, bounce the Chalice. Well, I guess they could just replay the Chalice to get my Lotus Bloom. It's been a little while since I've seen Karn Lattice in action. Come on, I only gave you 1 of these. Maybe they added more. Maybe they just have 1. Yeah, I can't Teferi plus Thoughtseize on turn 3, so I think we're gonna be resigned to not having this Lotus. Suspend balance. Yeah, you want to hold it for As Foretold basically always. I did suspend it once today, and I was probably wrong when I did it. I could take Bowmasters. Yeah, let's take Bowmasters and then make them use the veto on Teferi. That makes more sense. Just because, like, if I take the veto, then I let them use their mana next turn, let them Bowmasters in response. My Teferi's not really so good. So, like, the end result is kind of the same, except I'm up a card, but they have Bowmasters in play. Could also draw another discard spell. That could be good. So I drew As Foretold, but they have Dovin's Veto, so we cause them to use this here. We also can't As Foretold restore balance until they... I mean, we could have maybe baited on the As Foretold. Not sure, because we still like just want to be able to draw land, kill the Chalice with the Karn plus. So goodbye, sweet Lotus Bloom. Go for Teferi, I suppose, over the As Foretold. And then I guess what we could do this turn is just plus Teferi, and the next turn plan to go minus on Chalice, As Foretold, restore balance. This line is worse against them finding Leyline Binding off Shadow Prophecy, I guess. But I think I'm okay to go for this. Card just kills Chalice, why would I consider that for Rhinos? Yeah. Karn and Rhinos would be kind of weird. It's like it's pretty off plan, but something to think about, and then probably think that it's wrong. I think I've seen Doom play Karn and Rhinos actually, although Doom is, you know, very, very Rhino brained. Yeah, you can grab Shardless, but then like, are you playing 7 Shardless agents in your deck? I guess you could. Although they did find Binding, unfortunately. Not the end of the world. We will eventually find a land. I think I'll just take this turn to cast the As Foretold. Yeah, he also have tons of answers to Chalice, that's true. We could get griefed eventually. They got 4 cards in their hand. Take up the As Foretold. Okay, I built their deck. If they copied my list, they don't have any other counter spells in their deck besides one Dovin's Veto. They maybe didn't exact copy it, but I will just go ahead and go for Karn plus Restore Balance. Oh, the Reprieves. It's okay, I think we still go for it into Reprieve. Forgot the deck, huh? I bet the deck. Oh, in the Shadow Prophecy. Daniel, the 23 months, thank you, welcome back. Cast the IOK As Foretold first. Well, I want to cast the Restore Balance this turn, you know what I mean? But it looks like it would have been better. Okay, so they've got a Tidebinder, a Shadow Prophecy, and Ephemerate. We'll take the Tidebinder. Did you like Muldrifter? I think they drew Muldrifter. And they're going to Muldrifter Ephemerate. They're debating that versus Shadow Prophecy. Although maybe I'm lagging. Maybe this is like... Waiting, yeah, is it? Maybe this is just lag. Plays the island we knew about. I was right. That means so if they draw Reprieve or Leyline Binding in their top 4... can get got. Hopefully they just draw Persist and like Persist the Troll. That would be best case scenario. They're thinking about it. If they're thinking about it, they also like just don't have Reprieve or Binding. Maybe they drew Binding and they're thinking about Binding main phase. That would be bad. A little bit more likely they drew Persist because they already drew one Binding. Yes, perfect. Love it when a plan comes together. Because they could have also been thinking about like Grief too there. Let's get them empty-handed. I think they sack 1 land, 2 lands, 2 lands. Sack 2 creatures, 2 lands, discard 5 cards. 9 for 1. Frustrating, make a 6 or Brew, get beaten by them? No. I think it's cool. I like when people play my decks. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming these decks all the time. I'm usually pretty happy to run into stuff we work on. I think this Esper deck has good vibes. It is missing something. It's missing something for sure. Gonna try to circle back to it soon. About Lotus Field in this deck. Lotus Field plus Balance is a pretty cool idea. It doesn't work with the Borderpost though, because you kind of need all your lands to be basics with Borderpost. But oh, they top deck Persist. Okay, we got a game. But I like where your head's at for sure. So maybe 1 ring time, although they could have Bowmasters, I guess. Could cast Wurmcoil now. Go for 1 ring. So that's what bringing this deck is you can sack it to Beseech whenever. You want to just YOLO Knowledge Pool? I don't know about that. Did they really go... Yeah, I was like, did they really go Persist into land Muldrifter? Maybe they did. I am down to... Tutor for Teferi to Knowledge Pool next turn. Yeah, we could cast Knowledge Pool off the Lotus Bloom, because we could cast the Lotus Bloom off the As Foretold. But usually you don't want a Knowledge Pool unless there's a fun Raveler in play. How much time off-stream do you spend putting new decks compared to on-stream time? It just kind of depends. what's kind of like sad about the process or whatever is, I mean, it just is what it is. But like I spend a lot more time like during this era, during spoiler season, because like when there's a bunch of new cards out, I don't spend that much time on decks. Like I'll maybe spend like 1 hour on each list. I'll get like 6 or 7 or 8 ready to go for day one. I'll spend like an hour or two every night getting more lists together. But I like to playtest them on stream, and then like as we go, it's harder and harder and harder to find new fresh things to play and to have new ideas. And so I usually towards this part of the set season, I'm spending more time for less results. That's like really been what's been going on like the last 2 weeks. So just like basically like 5 hours a night, getting very stuck and not having that many ideas. So it varies a lot. It varies a lot. And a lot of it is like I'm just like on my laptop working on decks while Esther's playing Hades or something, you know. It's not like a super duper straining effort. So back after getting like 2 turns ago balanced down to no cards. They're back up to 6 here. Why do you not brew on stream? Free content, no. I mean, this is something I get asked a lot, but like the reason like I think my stream is successful and why my stream is interesting is because I brew off stream and I put in a lot of work off stream. Like there's a difference. I don't care about free quantity of content. I want the quality of the content to be good. I want y'all to come here knowing I've been working on the shit off stream. Though I put like a lot of time and thought into it instead of just coming up with it on stream. Sometimes we do, because like an idea is just too juicy or whatever, and like sometimes occasionally we will on stream. But for the most part, it's the reason why the stream works is because of this process. That's kind of like the whole idea, is that it's a quality over quantity kind of thing. Also, you know, you just can't be in front of a camera for every hour of every day. Ratio of off-stream content to on-stream content. I mean, what's off-stream, like hour? I don't know. What's content, you know? But I like the last like month, 3 weeks, I've been spending probably 5 hours off-stream and like 5 hours on a day, and then plus like Sundays just all off-stream. But like earlier into set seasons, it's like maybe like 1 or 2 hours. But also plus I have to do these like PowerPoint videos. Just depends. Insidious Roots. Yeah, Insidious Roots is my #1 card from the new set. Okay, so I can go... Ugh, am I really 1 mana short? I guess let me see if I draw a land. Interesting. I didn't draw a land, but I drew a Beseech, which is kind of the same. So I get to go to Teferi. Wait, no, why do I think this is the same? Because I was thinking I could go bounce the Binding, get the Karn back, and then get the Lattice. So I could still do that if I draw a land off the Teferi minus here. And if I don't, I can... As Foretold, I can go Zuran Orb, Restore Balance, which is kind of the same, or not exactly the same. So I draw a land, I can Knowledge Pool. Oh, although they have the Mull Drifter, so Knowledge Pool isn't even as good. Yeah, so we'll just go. Grab the Zuran Orb. Cast Zuran Orb. Suspend the Lotus Bloom. Just to like get the number of cards out of their hand. Cast this with Bargain. I guess I could have sacked the ring, maybe. It's probably okay to keep the ring for now. Oh my gosh, I forgot the Zuran Orb! No! I forgot the Zuran Orb. Oh, I could have also cast the second As Foretold. Fuck. I mean, we're still super ahead. As a consolation prize, I guess. Too many things to do. Could have also played this and sacked it. Sloppy. Still, like, also, like, this, despite, like, this not being, like, just game ending, we get to do it again next turn, and it's still pretty backbreaking. We're super ahead, this on 3. Opponent said that they restore balance wrong. Honestly, that's on them for restore balancing wrong, since they've been restore balance like 5 times this match. But I forgot this, so we are even. They discarded Binding on accident, though. So there's a chance that we just get the Knowledge Pull them. So yeah, they give us the GG. And we're 3-0. So not the super cleanest, but... I guess we don't have enough mana to Knowledge Pull, but... Binding Persistes was good. Okay, let's get a trophy prediction going. It would be very cool to trophy with the stack. As always, every day ask a question I just answered. Or maybe it's trolling, that could also be the case. Is the extra playing good enough? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it was like the best thing to be doing, of course, is the question. So they have 2 payoffs and 2 lands. I think I take the Turn Timber Symbiosis over the Black Land so they can't cast these Manamorphoses. This will be a fun matchup. How's the Titan matchup? I mean, Restore Balance is probably very good against Titan. We haven't played against it today. It seems likely play draw dependent, but we have a lot of discard to maybe make that not the case. So, a big fat I don't know, I guess. Yeah, I guess same thought there. So this is their hand plus 1 unknown. Yeah, it's a very subs Beseech, so we could have gone for the Undercity Informer, but I also like that we get to maybe bounce their Talisman next turn. Or at the turn after. Can play the second Teferi. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card here. Get the As Foretold down. I think Asmo or Cat Evelyn would be better than Enchantment. I mean, Asmo is like the better plan in Modern in general, so I have a hard time imagining that Cat Evelyn would be better. You can, in theory, play both, but probably not in practice that often. Okay, so we can draw Karn, Beseech. Our Restore Balance is not... I guess Restore Balance can kill their Vengevines at instant speed if I draw it. Can draw Profane Tutor. Inquisition or Thoughtseize could just take the Undercity Informer potentially. Also, they've held one of these Manamorphoses. So if they didn't draw an untapped land, which they don't have that many of, we get at least one more turn. Which it looks like we'll need. Profane Tutor, Beseech, Karn, Teferi, I guess, live. Oh, they just drew the untapped land. Brutal. Just gonna take a look at their build, see if anything is different. Kind of surprised not to see Belcher. As a one of Beseech target, it feels probably good to play. Maybe not game 1. Just in the sideboard. Anything come in? Could we bring in Tormod's Crypt and then... Does Karn do anything? Is Karn just too weak? I guess we could Karn for Needle. Belcher's there. Oh, I looked twice. I didn't see it. I guess it's too slow. I like the Teferi stops Beseech. Yeah, we don't seem like we really have anything too weak either to like board out necessarily. Alright, let's be on the play. Azo Samwise combo with the roots on the side. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Well, in the main deck, right? On the side. Well, the Troll plus Collagen plus Roots seems so borked. I'm gonna try to find the best way to use it. Yeah, you could also play the new 4-mana enchantment that combos with the Oval Chase and the Troll. Yeah, I need to put in an order at coolstuffinc.com using code SPIKE for 5% off for murder cards. Combo Troll. Yeah, the Troll plus Oval Chase Daredevil plus the enchantment says whenever a creature leaves the graveyard, you investigate, make a clue. You do have to have like something else to trigger the Daredevil first, or trigger the thing first. But it's infinite power on the Trampling Troll plus infinite wide power. This hand could be too slow to play, but seems hard to mulligan this kind of hand on the play. They could also like very easily have turn 4 instead of turn 3, and we could also very easily draw a discard spell. I think you mulligan this on the draw, keep it on the play probably. They could also like mulligan to like a leyline hand or something. You get 5% off. You get 5% off. I don't. Yeah, but for cool stuff, they just pay me a flat fee every month. How does Troll factor? Well, Troll lets you discard the Oval Chase Daredevil in response to the Investigate trigger, and then they get the clue token, and it brings the Oval Chase back. You discard it again. How many Vengevines do you get back with the Military deck? 4. They quad Vengevine you plus Creeping Chill you, and that can just kill you. And if that's not enough, they Memory's Journey into Thassa's Oracle the following turn. Well, yeah, I do. I guess I also get the discount when I use it, but I don't get the affiliate or any affiliate code when I use it too. Yeah, opponent's on 4. I'm feeling a lot better about this keep with them being on 4. Cast this so I could theoretically play Teferi next turn. They do have the 2-mana rock. I mean, if they have Bold to 4 and they kill me on turn 3, it is what it is. I guess now they're like super likely to if I don't draw Teferi or discard spell right now. Not lucky enough. Maybe that Belcher. Okay, it seems like they don't have it, right? Red? Why would you make 2 red? They have Ironcrag Feet post-board? Okay. What just happened? What could they have in their hand that they can't combo off? I know they have the third red off the Pinted Prism. So I have 8 mana. Are you okay? I'm checking here. Can they do it in response? Well, the problem is they can't get the Vengevines back at instant speed. Yeah, it was a pretty defeated. Yeah, I'll check in on Esther some more. Yeah, because I guess I don't know, because they usually have that one card, Phantasmagorion. Maybe they have Phantasmagorion in hand, and they don't have the 3 cards to discard to the Phantasmagorion. I guess that could make sense. Plus another card in their hand that makes it to where they can't combo. Yeah, I think I just get Teferi also over the balance here. Okay, that was lucky. So on the draw, we really need a discard spell. Or potentially a turn 3, like As Foretold, Restore Balance. I could keep. Should I bring in... I guess I should bring in Needle, because I could Needle that one stupid card. Salvage Titan. Missed that last time. I boarded. Could bring in Bridge, also. Can I keep a hand that's just a turn 3 Bridge? I can, like, plus other stuff, I guess, but... I don't know. I think we should trim a Teferi on the draw, probably. Cursed Totem. Totem's worse. I guess it's a little bit better than Needle, because it also hits the 2-drop, the 3-drop, and Salvage Titan. Wait, so does Cursed Totem stop Salvage Titan while it's in the graveyard? Because if it does, I'll bring it in. If it doesn't, I won't bring it in. Judge? Can I speak to you away from the table? If Cursed Totem is in play, can my opponent activate Salvage Titan? Does not? Okay, then I will not bring it in. I will trust the first random Twitch chat comment, as every streamer should. Did you play more Inquisitions? I don't know. Maybe you could have, like, the 7th discard spell on the board. I don't think I'd main deck 7. Yeah, it doesn't stop, like, living in Cycler, so, like, why would it stop this? Okay, yeah, this is the kind of hand that I think I'd be, like, happy enough to keep on the draw, or on the play, and I can't really keep on the draw. My opponent also kept 7, but now I have to discard spells, thankfully. So I think we just put back 2nd Karn, and then hope to not get leylined. They have something. Fuck, dude. Damn it. Frustrating. Also should have played this one, too, because of Teferi. Like I said, they don't have a 2-mana mana rock. That's something. Draw another one of these. Can hardcast the Borderpost next turn. This also stops Leyline, or the Zuran Orb too. Oh. Undamn it? I mean, my first hand it would have been so good. Maybe I should have kept it more Teferis because of this, and the last Teferi. Now I hope they play a mana rock this turn and do nothing else because Karn turns it off. Don't know what I guess I'm going to tutor for coding, probably. Because Crypt does nothing. Heart's beating fast. Oh, they drew a land, but they don't have any black mana. The Karn can really just turn off like most of their black sources too. Well, and I also drew Teferi, so I could go Teferi, minus on Leyline, Thoughtseize them. It does feel like there's a really high chance that they just have multiple, like they have like Pinted Prism, plus untapped land, plus multiple payoffs. That could be the case. They need like exactly the black untapped land if I play Karn this turn. Yeah, they can, or Manamorphose. Karn into Crypt. Crypt does nothing because of Leyline. I think I should Teferi. Because we've seen all these Manamorphoses. Okay, so they do have Manamorphose. They have Charbelcher, which we can answer with Karn. We just take the Manamorphose, right? Because there's no way they can cast Ironcrag Feet if I take this Manamorphose. I guess they could draw 2 Manamorphoses into an untapped land. And then the Beseech is turned off by Teferi, so I'll take this. Do you want to turn to bounce? No, definitely not. Okay, lovely draw, turned off by Karn, so we get to go Karn tutor for Crypt. No, we could just get coding because we can double Thoughtseize them in their draw step. I just concede. Cool. 4-0, baby. That was a cool game. decks that you can kind of like fiddle with forever, but don't necessarily just get better. I'm gonna go to 5 here. I think our deck mulligans pretty well. Yeah, I think the video was good. It just didn't, didn't do that well, but doesn't mean it wasn't good. Wait, this is a Kaheera deck? Oh, I'm playing... I saw the Kaheera. For some reason, I thought it was their Kaheera. Take this bobble. Their hand is pretty bad. Yeah, I just don't know if it's like worth it to do it every time. It's also like the Eldraine set was like really like extra interesting, I feel. I don't know if this was it wasn't as exciting of a season. Like the Eldraine season was like the Bean Cauldron Cauldron era. I cited out all graveyard stuff except for Memories and Archibald. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. Wait, hold on. If you cited out all your graveyard stuff, why do you have Informer in the deck post board? Yeah, new set looks pretty sweet. I mean, Ixalan wasn't bad, but it was like sandwiched in between two more exciting sets. Okay, let's find a As Foretold. Yeah, I haven't finished. I've only built the PowerPoint for the MKM video. I'm at the moment planning on recording tomorrow after tomorrow's stream, so we'll see how that goes. Tomorrow we're double queuing Modern Challenge and Pioneer Qualifier. So we get this Lotus down. Wouldn't hate a land. As Foretold is the best draw by a million miles. I think I'm gonna cast Teferi here. They're gonna get to kill it if I minus. So I think I'll minus next turn probably. Maybe go minus and like I was thinking if I go minus this turn I could draw land and Teferi get next turn and plus, but no gains for American players. Our RC is in 2 weekends from now. I'm not playing though. It's Esther's birthday and our anniversary. So you can still combo with Oracle and Journey. Oh, of course, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, better bounce target here too. Yeah, I don't know. I might play Lotus Field combo tomorrow on Pioneer. Or they just have Breach. Or they're gonna double burn spell my Teferi. Oh, they just have the combo. Okay. Unimpressive game 1 of our trophy match. Hopefully things go a little bit better post board. I want some pushes. 3 probably. I don't know. I want discard spells too, like 5 discard spells probably. So make 2 more cuts. Maybe trim some Teferis. Kind of like trimming 1. Maybe we'll trim a Border Post 2 on the draw. Or I'm gonna play though. On the play. Do you think the new leyline will go into Mono Green Shell? So we'll try it. Like I don't know. Like it will go in. We'll play it for sure. We'll see how good it is. I think it's gonna give you in Pioneer. It's nice that like enchantments are kind of like enchantments used to be in Modern, where they're just kind of unkillable and like if you have it in your hand, that is for free devotion. I think you're maybe interested in like playing like more consistency enablers like Battle for Ixalan or even Sylvan Scrying for Nykthos if you're going to be so in on the Nykthos. I'm not sure. Or maybe Archdruid's Charm is going to be that card in Pioneer too. I'd love for that to be the case because Archdruid's Charm is sick. So probably start with Archdruid's Charm as the consistency enabler. It's pretty good too. It gets creatures. I guess that would just be it for sure actually. That's on spoilers. Only 10 to 15 modern playable cards. I mean, that is a lot, but I have. It's also like when we talk about playable. When we talk about playable, it's like you have to think about all like the fringe kind of applications too. But I have 30 slides. One is a title card, but I've grouped together like 2 of these slides. There's like here's a group of cards, here's a group of cards, and then each other card is in. Oh, there's also like here's 10 modern playable cards right here. I don't know, that's a lot, but you know, not all of these are like one of the slides is ooh. I kind of have to take Breach, don't I? Like, one of the slides here is, like, just that this card sucks. I think Breakout is, like if you play 24 hits for this card, you're still only 96% to hit off of it, which is, like... That's, like, collected company numbers. Oh, that is, like, how could you... But how could you... This is, like, with 24, it's 24 is, like, fine for this, but... How could you possibly have 24 good hits off of Breakout? It seems... To me, at the moment, at the time of making this comment, just impossible. But maybe I'm missing something. How are people rating the Surveillance? We could maybe do a vibe check. Maybe see how people in chat are rating these. Like, I'm really high on them. I think almost... I guess maybe this deck is weird because of the Border Post. I would probably play one in this deck. We'll rebuild the mana base. I think I would play one in Breach, I would play one in Murktide, I would play probably one in the, like, 4-color decks. Ooh, Teferi is good against my Beseech. I think that they'll be super... I think they're all modern staples. They are super sick, very playable modern staples. You're going to play mostly just as one of, but... What if a Murktide is so risky? Murktide players are gonna kicking and screaming. They're gonna complain so much. They're gonna make long 14-part post about why they're bad. But listen, Murktide gamers, you are a super instant speed interactive deck with lots of fetch lands and graveyard synergies. I feel very confidently that the first copy will be good in your deck, and then like you're gonna write your long Twitter posts about why they're bad. And then someone's gonna try it, and then it'll be like immediately good, you know. Are you cutting the Rogred Triumph for the Surveillance Jeskai Wizards? Yeah, I think that not that that's a Leyline Binding deck, but Leyline Binding decks may be the exception. You just want to play Triumphs instead. I don't know, maybe. Undecided on that one. Jake, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see the stream's going well. Welcome everybody. But yeah, Murktide is a deck that plays so much at instant speed. You have so much selection. It's so good with Mishra's Bauble. You're just going to have... Also, like, sometimes you'll draw it, and sometimes you'll have a Mishra's Bauble, look at your top card, not want it, surveil it into the graveyard, and you'll be like, wow, that was nice. That was nice. But obviously the card is not all upside, but the upside, in my opinion, like, definitely outweighs the downsides in the Murktide. Yeah, this is a tough trophy match here. Both games, probably the worst hands we've had all day. I think they'll be playable in decks that are already overloaded in Triumphs. Yeah, I was just saying that. I think that Triumph decks, I'm not sure. Like most Triumph decks right now play 2 Triumphs. There's a chance you want to do like 1 Triumph, 1 Surveil land, 2 Triumphs, 1 Surveil land. Like 4-color Omnath is a deck that's really prone to flooding, and just being able to get a Surveil land is like definitely the possibility of like being the difference between winning and losing a game. But I don't know, it's somewhat close. We do have Kaheera for next turn also. Although Kaheera's just gonna die to their burn, I guess. Can't draw Beseech either. Can draw Profane Tutor or Karn. Did find Karn. Remember, they have this active Teferi, though. I guess I could go Karn plus attack Teferi. That could be this turn. I'm 1 mana short of Karn for the ring and casting it. Right now, I'm thinking that we want to go Karn plus attack Teferi. Although, wait. They have Unholy Heat. So they have Unholy Heat. Yeah, E on 3, not as juicy as you might hope here. I'm just gonna check and see if they have a counterspell before wasting too much of our time. Just Needle Emery. I think I'd rather plus because either they heat the Borderpost, heat the Karn, block with Emery, or block the Teferi. So this is going to be a 2-for-1 in some way. Yeah, Needle doesn't do a ton unless we Needle Teferi, but we also have Teferi in our deck. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with this outcome. So now Beseech is a live top deck. What if they have Breach and they just don't have a 0? I think they pre-ordered Price of Lands. I haven't looked at them, but if I was going to look at them, I'd go to coolstuffinc.com and use code SPIKE for 5% off. Would I take to a modern RC? Well, I am skipping it. I would probably play, if I was going to play the RC, I would probably play Scales, Amulet Titan, Yawgmoth as like my top 3. Maybe YOLO Espergorios if I had spent a lot more time playtesting it, which I really haven't. Wait, they kept this new Emery? That's wrong, right? Doesn't matter though. Okay. Tough stuff. Did not trophy with the sick deck. I'd probably play Yawgmoth. I spent a long time prepping it for Barcelona. Deck is great. Feel a little bit more comfortable outplaying people at the RC than at the PT. That shouldn't factor too much into your decision, but a little bit. But Yawg is probably also I don't know. That's a great deck. Not me about to take AWAC. AWAC's probably although if I was gonna play 8, I would also be testing this more. If you're an 8-whack gamer, the Convoke deck might secretly be a really good choice too. My sample size is not really big, but I've been doing really well with it. A lot of people have been doing well with it. Mardu Convoke, if I was going to play at the RC, I'd be streaming a little bit differently. I'd be testing a little bit harder, and I would maybe...